Hello everyone, welcome back to Flotsam with me Banto and our colony, and it has grown pretty big. We now have 7 drifters living in our colony, and so far it's going pretty good. The food is pretty stable, same with water, and life is pretty good in town, I would say. And we're gonna name some more people today, got some more name requests, and we're gonna name one of the first people, and we're gonna name Floatswell to Nezuko Reborn. I don't think you can type it like that though. Here we go. So that's from the Demon Slayer anime. So welcome Tata, we can have an amazing time here. And let's see what we're gonna do today. Some more researching, maybe upgrading some buildings. I would love to get that seagull nest going. We need a few more metal plates to be able to do that one. And currently we do have 1 plate and we have 4 in metal scrap. Fishing market has been fully gathered, that is good. Good job my people. So let's look around. We ended by the lowly island. I'm gonna move a little bit closer to the seaweed over here. That's a good way to gather some more of that. So let's start getting this. We only need 1 boat to go to that one. That should be pretty quick. Barnacle is gonna solve that for us. Neat. Okay, let's go to the next place. So over here we have... Oh, that should be a lot of metal. I don't remember the name for this one. A viaduct, yeah. So this one should have some cars on it. That means metal, guys. So let's see how much it has. 24, that is really good. Let's send 3 boats over there. Looks like we got some delicious fish right next to it. So let's start with gathering that beautiful little fish there as well. I feel like we're doing pretty good with food at the moment. I feel like we're doing very good with it. It feels like the population we have now is a pretty good one. So with all this metal, we should be able eventually to make the birdhouse. And for people who haven't seen this before, you get the seagulls and they can fly around and they can loot, for example, plastic waste on the ocean and also like dry wood. And maybe they will also even be able to gather from here, but I don't really know because I haven't had seagulls and these came out, so it's maybe not possible, but maybe it is. But now it's nighttime and we did build some new light boys here, so it's looking pretty beautiful. A little bit more light around town, so that is always welcome. This one is looted, the viaduct. So let's see how. Day 17. Food and fuel has gone down a bit. The water is very stable. We're making as much as we're using pretty much. So let's look around a little bit. We still have a bit of seaweed to gather. And it looks like there's even a few more fishes over there. During the night, a campfire was spotted. A survivor might need our help. A waypoint has been added to the compass. Nice. Let's go over there and gather a bit of fish. We do have quite a lot of plastic, so I do not feel like we need to gather that over here for now. And oh yeah, we can do the large storage yard. We're gonna wait with that though. It requires plates. But this is the house for seagulls, and I do kind of wonder how will we actually get seagulls. Maybe once we build this, it will attract seagulls, or we will save them later on. In the past, we went to some islands and found them. But I haven't seen any of those islands yet, and it could be that they start to appear once you build this one. But since we're making a birdhouse, that means we also need to make some bird food. Because the birds, they need food. So inside of the shop, we can produce seaweed salad, but we can also do bird chow, which is fish cut into tiny pieces so that the birds can eat them safely. And we have a lot of nibble fish. And I do think I want to make another shop, and the reason for that is then I can have them on auto queuing whenever we need it, because you can't auto queue 2 things. We can switch between 2, but we can do both at the same time. So I'm gonna set this up to be holding, let's say 10 of those, and then we're gonna make a new shop. And we can do the fish kebab as well now. Grilled fish is simple but tasty, which is a better food alternative to drying fish. as we had on the poles here. So we're gonna be using this one instead, and maybe grilling it next to the birdhouse. Hopefully they're not gonna pick up taste for that grilled fish, because we wanna have it ourselves, right? And we wanna do another shop then. And this one we will be doing some seaweed salad. How that out queue. So how much research do we have? Only 3 books. I do not think there's anything we want to research at the moment for just 3 books. Not really, okay. So a lot of things are getting built, that's good to see. Shop, we're getting a fish kebab, and we have the birdhouse. Which you can see the things that we are gathering. Wetwood, we're gathering classic waste, and exporting of items on and off. And here we can see how much food we have and how many birds can live here. We can have up to 5 birds in this one. But like I said, I haven't played since the recent update, so I'm not entirely sure how you get them. If you have to find like their nests during night, just as the Lonely Islands, as we found one over here. It might be that it works in the same way. So let's move over here. I don't feel like we need any drywood or plastic at the moment. We're just gonna look for some more islands, and here we have one. And maybe we can save this person over here first. Adding more people will allow us, to produce things faster and such, but it also means that we will have more mouths to feed, right? So we will also add a challenge to be able to have as many people as possible on the size we have, because there's a limit on how big you can make it. And here lives a Slushie. He was a flood architect pre-flood. Trying to stop the first floods, he failed, as we can see. But he's living over here, holding dear to his books it seems, and post-flood he became a ruined diver. With a single breath, this drifter explores in sunken ruins, skyscrapers and other structures located near the reasonably convenient sources of air. So, I'm gonna send a boat over. This means he's good at athletics research, and even more research. That's a good researcher. I feel like research doesn't matter super duper much at the moment, because it's still fairly quick to research things. These cars look pretty nice as well, and a little bit cartoony, and I do like how they look. I wonder if they've always been there. They look a little bit different to me. So we have Barnacle coming over to save him. And that means I'm gonna be naming another person. So this guy over here... This guy over here is gonna be named Salty. Welcome to our town. Welcome, welcome. I guess he became quite salty when he couldn't stop the floods when he failed. Let's gather a little bit of seaweed. Send a little boat out to gather that. And we do have some more over there, so let's gather that as well. Some more spores, that's gonna be useful. And this one is set up. How much do we have? Raw seaweed, we have set an infinite amount. We have a lot of it at the moment, wow. I feel like we probably don't need another grower, not for now at least. Later we might need it. So this one we're gonna have to always make seaweed salad. Meanwhile, like I said before, this is gonna do bird chow, and hopefully we're gonna get some seagulls soon. I'm looking forward to that. We need another house. We're lacking housing for Salty. We don't want him to be too salty, so I guess we should get him a home. And if we get enough resources, we can upgrade this house even further. Because with this thing, when we research this thing, with 5 books, we will be able to make a big house. Which I'm kind of looking forward to see if that's a similar model to before, or if it's like a brand new model. We're running kind of low on drywood now, so I think we should be gathering a little bit of drywood. So let's head over to the shack town. We got some wetwood, and hopefully shack town also will have a little bit of drywood. So here we have the shack town. There appears to be a small abandoned town on the island. Might find some supplies in there. Pretty sure nobody will miss them. So I'm gonna send over. It should be enough with 2 boats. Can loot 10 items per time, so that should be pretty quick to loot. Here we have even more of seaweed. We're getting so much of it. And let's gather a little bit of wetwood. 23 of that. That's pretty good. And I guess we might as well gather a little bit of plastic waste. Set us to hold 2 books maybe. I were too quick to click there, but I wonder what we just found. If it was just a person or if it is maybe seagulls. There's some books over there at least. And I think that would mean that we are gonna have enough books now to research the upgraded house. And I'm looking forward to really see how that's gonna look. And you can see we're dropping a little bit both in food and water. And I think water is mostly because we were running out of dry wood, which means we will run out of fuel. I think that was the situation at least. So research. Let's research the bigger house for the drifters. This can hold 3 people living in them. And we can upgrade normal beds as well, but I would love to upgrade to the next one. But we might have to wait, because we don't really have metal plates for the moment. But I think we might have some over here at that boat over there. It's been stranded. And yeah, since we didn't build the fish kebab, we should queue up to do that as well, right? And I'm gonna lower the amount of dried fish, because we don't want to have too much of that anymore. So 10 of those and fish kebab, let's have like 20. That's a lot of it. But at least we can have someone working on cooking. And let's see, since we're getting quite a lot of people, we might want to be specialized in people different things. We have Bren, who is really good at cooking. He's gonna be our main cooker. And I think I'm only gonna have him to do cooking. Maybe not actually. We can have Shadow. I'm gonna remove a few at least. Because Brennan cooks 50% faster and Barnacle and Shadow 25. So I think we will leave it like that. We can see what happens. It might be pretty good. Research speed, highest priority for that one. Second highest for Shadow. And then we can have Salty for building. Second highest. So Salty will be able to build really quickly as well. So they're gonna be a little bit more specialized, and perhaps we have someone who's really good with desalinating water like Nezuko Reborn, and Shadow is as well. So that is nice. Let's see here. Let's go towards the abandoned... I think there's abandoned motorboats. And we can keep going towards this destination. I think that's where the research point was, so let's keep going there. So this one, an island where some boat wreckages landed. 34 in metal scrap. I love it. It's gonna be great. We're gonna be able to upgrade one of our houses to the big house. People are gonna get a good home, and that's nice. But I wonder if you should maybe make a 4th. I think we have 3. Yeah, we have 3 salvage boat. But I think I'm gonna get a 4th actually, now that we have more people. So in case they're not busy with anything, they can help with things and we can get around a little bit faster than now. We can do a second fisher, but I feel like that's not very often that you need a second one. At least I haven't felt so far. And these we can even upgrade to work even faster. I'm gonna do that. So then they are gonna be able to dry, instead of 3, they will be able to dry 5 at a time. Look at that one. That's real tall. I never seen that before. It's a pretty clever way they made it as well. Instead of having it wider, they make it taller. Research complete for the big house. Nice. And we can afford it now. Let's see how it's gonna be. I'm looking forward to see it. I wonder if it's gonna be like a higher house, because it's probably gonna be the same size in... So I'm guessing it's gonna be going upwards. Okay, it looks like that. I think that's the old metal house we had in the past. But I do like how they look. It would be cool to have it so they would even be like a little bit taller, or the size of 4 or 2 of them. 2 of them would be really cool. I would love to see something like that for the future, like a bigger house that looks visually bigger. So here, let's see, can we afford to make another boat? We need some new ropes for that. And let's see here, we might want to change how many we maintain. Let's increase that to like 10 of those ropes. And let's increase the water to 20. Let's increase the fuel to 20. Yes, we have an extra of everything all the time, but we're consuming a lot of dry wood very, very quickly now. So that means we have to bring in even more. So what do we have over here? What's that thing? Oh, plastic waste. Let's go over here then. I thought that the wood would maybe be a seagull, but it wasn't. Another day dawns. Nice. So food is going up, water is going up, fuel is going down. So it's going pretty good, I would say. Okay, that one is cleaned out as well. I'm gonna go to new region actually. In hopes that we might find some seagulls, but because maybe it requires us to go to new region to find new seagulls. It could be something like that. And here we have a really good spot. Free fishes. Seaweed covered rocks. We got factory ruins, viaduct. Over here we have more seaweed. We have loads of fishes. Good amount of flotsam. This is a really good spot. That was totally worth spending the fuel for that one. So this one has research. I'm gonna send 2 boats to that one. And seaweed covered rocks. This one is so big. It's been so long since I've been here. And looks like it also has some seaweed right next to it. I feel like it does, doesn't it? Could be wrong, but it looks like it's floating right next to it. But it's not sure we can actually get that. Or maybe it is part of it actually. Ah, might be. And the viaduct, let's get that. Let's send some fishers out here to gather some good food. And even more out there. That's gonna be awesome. It's going pretty good, I gotta say. Going pretty good. And let's maybe... I want to make a large storage yard. I wonder why they aren't making any rope at the moment. They do have it queued up to be making. Okay, that's why. That makes a lot of sense then. I was wondering why they took so long for them. Pretty easy to craft it, but I guess I had to disable it. That explains a lot, right? Plastic, let's wait with that. We have so much plastic. No more plastic for now. And I'm gonna set someone to prioritize feeding the birds. So I'm gonna have Marrow. You're gonna help feeding the birds. Because I'm kind of curious if birds will start to appear once we start to fill that one up maybe. And I guess we could keep the priority like that. We can have maybe another person that also prioritizes that. Let's say Shadow, for example. I think with the books we're getting now, we might research on water containers. I wonder if we should go for the big one directly. Let's go for the small one. I can hold 10 in water. And then let's see. Now we can get another boat. Nice. And I want to do a large storage yard as well. I'm gonna have that around, I guess here at the very edge. There we go. So I'm kind of curious if we're going to discover some birds at night. I really hope so. That's my next things I want to get. Oh, look at this, by the way, from the house. It looks like it's burning from inside. They do need a chimney, though. I think it's going to get kind of hard to breathe in there, right? I kind of want to upgrade these houses, mostly because it's going to look better. Instead of just sleeping on beds outside, right? I mean, you probably get a nice view on all the stars from here, though. During the night, a campfire was spotted. A survivor might need our help. A point has been added to the compass. Okay. Let's see. Looks like a normal island. Let's see, how much more do we have to loot in the viaduct? A little bit more. I'm gonna let them gather that. But now it's looking a little bit better, and it seems that there are variation of the houses. They look a little bit different. This one is even, it kind of looks a tiny bit bigger and different colors, and the doors is sitting at this side instead of that side. So they do look a little bit different. I gotta say, I love that. I think that's great. So it doesn't look a copy pasta pretty much, because that I feel like that would be pretty much impossible in a situation like this, living in the ocean. We're pretty much just trying to survive on whatever is floating in the ocean, and we're gonna use to our best with the things we find to build our houses, right? So the viaduct is cleaned out. I'm gonna head very far over here just to see what we discover along the way. It's really easy to get energy, like I said, to get some fuel for the boat to move around. So it, as you see, it doesn't really consume very much. So I'm really looking forward to the electricity update when it's gonna come, because it is a little bit easy for now, I'm gonna say. But let's see what we have here. If that is an person, or if there's like a seagull on it. I think there's probably a person. And if there is a person, I wonder if I should get him. Wonderskap, fish cannoneer, microplastic, soup connoisseur, researching and crafting and fishing. Okay, let's get one more. Let's get one more, but I think after that we're not gonna get new drifters for a while, but I do want to get some seagulls. Welcome to town, welcome. We might even... we need to gather more wet wood, that's for sure. Let's go around here. I think we have to try to improve on our dry frame soon as well, because we are going to be able to bring in a lot of more wood than we've been doing so far. If we want to keep the population we have with the self-mating water, right? So let's see, upgrading this one. Oh, it's only 2 ropes, that's really cheap. Let's do the same for this one then. And we might want to do some more ones. That should allow us to dry a lot of wood. There we go, got everything of that. So I'm just gonna try to go outside like the end of the map and see what we got over there. A lot of plastic waste. What is this thing? A shack town and some seaweed covered rocks. So nothing special so far. I wonder how big the map is. Seems like that might be the edge of it. Let's send the boat over to that one. I got some food and dry wood, always welcome. We do have a little bit of fish over there, and we're gonna loot this one as well. Some books, that's nice. And a little bit of more seaweed. But guys, this is gonna be it for today with Flotsam. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do know how to find the seagulls, do let me know, because I haven't been able to find any of them with this new update. There is a lone island over there as well, but I'm pretty sure that does only have a drifter. But guys, thanks for checking out today's video. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like on the video. And subscribe if you want to watch more videos with me, Banto. And feel free as well to check out my Twitch channel, where I try to stream a few times every week. We're currently doing a game called Stardew Valley, a very relaxing, cute farming game. And we've also been doing some Stone Hearth before that. So feel free to check it out as well, and I hope you guys can have a good one. So have a good rest of the day, everybody, and take care.